We live in a world that is constantly telling us what is impossible. It tells us that we are too small, too flawed, too far gone, too unworthy of anything beyond the ordinary, the expected. It tells us that the problems we face are too great to overcome, that the challenges we encounter are insurmountable, and so we live with limits in our minds, not knowing that the very thing that will set us free is to step beyond those limits, to expect more miracles. I want to talk today about the power of expectancy, the kind of expectancy that does not come from waiting passively for some external force to intervene, but arises from the deep, unshakable belief that life itself is inherently miraculous, and we are meant to experience more of it. When most people hear the word miracle, they think of something grand, extraordinary, and rare. They think of things that happen only to the lucky or the blessed, or perhaps only in sacred texts, reserved for the heroes of old. But a miracle is not some far-off event that only happens once in a lifetime, or only under special circumstances. A miracle is simply a shift in perception, an opening to the truth of who we are. It is a recalibration of the heart, a realignment of our inner world with the infinite possibilities that surround us. Miracles are not limited to rare or dramatic occurrences. They are the natural state of existence when we open ourselves to them. The miracle of life itself is happening right now. The beating of your heart, the breath in your lungs, the rising of the sun each morning, all of these are miracles. The fact that you and I are sitting here together in this moment, sharing this space, is a miracle. It may seem ordinary, but in truth, there is nothing ordinary about it. Everything that exists is part of the sacred dance of the universe, woven together in ways that are beyond our comprehension. But we forget. We get so caught up in the world's demands, in the grind of our daily routines, that we stop seeing the beauty and the possibility all around us. We close our hearts to the idea that things could be better than they are. We resign ourselves to the notion that life is just something we endure, not something we can actively shape. We settle into a reality that feels comfortable but disconnected from the deeper truth of who we are, and in doing so, we close ourselves off from miracles. To expect a miracle, you must first believe you are worthy of it. This is where many of us struggle. We live in a world that teaches us that our value is based on our accomplishments, our appearance, our status. We are taught to measure our worth by external factors: how much money we make, how many people like us, how many things we possess. But these are not the true sources of our worth. You are worthy of miracles not because of what you have done, but because of who you are. You are worthy because you are a part of the divine fabric of existence, a unique and irreplaceable expression of the universe's love. When we forget this truth, we become disconnected from the flow of life itself. We lose sight of the miracles waiting to unfold because we do not believe that we deserve them. It is time for you to remember who you are. You are not just your body, your job, your possessions, or your past mistakes. You are a vessel of infinite potential, capable of far more than you have ever imagined. When you remember this, when you reconnect with the truth of your being, you open yourself to the miracles that are all around you. And to expect more miracles, you must shift your consciousness. You must shift from a mindset of scarcity and limitation to one of abundance and possibility. You must stop seeing the world as something that happens to you and start seeing it as something you can actively participate in. The way we think shapes the reality we experience. If we believe that life is hard, that nothing ever works out, that we are stuck in a cycle of struggle, then that will be our reality. But if we begin to believe that life is full of possibility, that solutions exist for every problem, that miracles are real and within our reach, then our experience will reflect that shift. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. This is the essence of expecting miracles. It is not about waiting for some grand event to happen. It is about choosing to see life through the lens of wonder, seeing the sacred in the everyday, and recognizing the divine order at work in every moment. Faith is not about blindly hoping that something will happen. It is about knowing deep within your soul that something better is always possible. Faith is the bridge between what is and what could be. It is the confidence that the universe has a plan for you, a plan that is always unfolding in your favor, even when you cannot see it. Expecting miracles requires that we trust in this greater plan, even when things are hard or confusing. It requires that we believe in the unseen forces working on our behalf, even when we cannot see the results yet. Faith is not the absence of doubt. It is the willingness to continue moving forward despite it. Faith is the key that unlocks the door to miracles. When we have faith in ourselves, faith in life, faith in the goodness of the world, we begin to see the world reflect that faith back to us. The universe responds to the energy we put out, and when we expect miracles, miracles are what we attract. Gratitude is one of the most powerful ways to invite miracles into your life. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, you begin to shift your energy from scarcity to abundance. You start to see the blessings that are already present in your life, and this opens the door for more blessings to come. Gratitude transforms our perception of reality. It shifts us from a place of feeling small and helpless to a place of empowerment and connection. It allows us to recognize the miracles that are already unfolding, even in the smallest of ways. And when we see the miracles that are already here, we make room for even more to come. As individuals, we have the power to create miracles in our own lives, but we are also part of a collective experience, a shared consciousness that affects the world around us. When we expect miracles individually, we influence the collective. When we begin to live from a place of faith, gratitude, and possibility, we inspire others to do the same. Together, we can create a world where miracles are not just rare occurrences, but the natural order of things. The energy we put into the world, the thoughts we think, the love we give, it all contributes to the collective consciousness. When we expect miracles, we are not just transforming our own lives, we are helping to transform the world. The miracles we seek are not just for us, they are for all of us. So today, I invite you to expect more miracles. I invite you to open your heart, to shift your consciousness, and to believe in the infinite possibilities that are available to you. You are worthy of every blessing that life has to offer. You are capable of far more than you have yet realized, and the world is waiting for you to step into your full power and embrace the miracles that are already on their way. Remember, a miracle is simply a shift in perception. It is the recognition that life is not just what we see with our eyes, but what we choose to see with our hearts. The miracle is already here, within you, within me, within all of us. It is time to expect it.